Today, guys, we'll be discussing Tavernier's time at Rangers. Will it come to the end in the summer and what he's done for the club and what option will he make? What option will the club make? We'll be discussing all of that in today's video. It's going to be a very good video in the sense that he's one of the best players to ever grace the SPFL in recent modern history. So we'll be discussing that, but if you do enjoy this content, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and put in post notifications, and let's get in. Obviously this season has been a bad season for Rangers. They're currently second. That might be different when this video actually eventually comes out, with whether Celtic win or not, but Tavernier has spent 11 years at Rangers. Came in under Mark Warburton and he's now on his probably 6th or 7th manager. He's worked under managers like Mark Warburton, Pedro Caixinha, Graham Marty, Steven Gerrard, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, Philippe Clement and Russell Martin, and now Danny Rowe. And it's been a long time at the club. He's went through very dark times at Rangers, he's went through very bright times at Rangers, obviously playing in the lower leagues, to then get to a European final. It's been a mental 11 years to say the least. He's the club captain. He has been since 2019 when Gerrard came, I think it was before Gerrard came in, he made him captain, and then he kept him as captain, and he's been one of the best goal scoring right backs in British football history. He is actually the best goal scorer in defender history in Britain. He continues to show the quality when he's taking penalties, free kicks. He's scored numerous against Celtic. He scored that volley against Peterhead. I've done so much analysis into this because players like this, club captains, role from deserve this kind of research, obviously. But all that is good. But in recent times, he's came off the pedal a wee bit. He's obviously, Rangers fans continue to how kind of argue over whether he's still good enough. He maybe doesn't own up to the pressure, but he's so many times over the last 10 years that he's dug Rangers out of holes. Obviously, he became the top goal scorer in that European run, and his recovery pace isn't that good. And he's not been amazing. He'd been a defensive right back, but he was an attacker. He was a right mid when he came to Rangers, a midfielder kind of type player. But he's done better at right back than he is all over the pitch. Right wing back to be precise. But his pace is obviously getting slower, and quick wingers like young players are getting past him easily. And obviously, I did say his age is 34, so he is deteriorating, and it's just common for that to happen. And he does lead example in big games, though. He is one of the players that does rarely hide in big games. There's been a couple that he does make a mistake by not tracking his man, against Maeda in particular. He has coped with supporter pressure quite well, because when you're up here, some people can't handle it, but he has showed that he continues to be quite high in the... He's quite good at handling that, because there's just some players that can't handle it at all. They're just too much pressure at Rangers or Celtic. But he will be 35 at the end of the season, and the thing with Rangers is this is either a pride or let him go and go back to where he wants, you know what I mean? And it's maybe a family thing probably for Tav, but Rangers could let him go and they would hide the risk of maybe decline and obviously the wages that he needs, because obviously he's one of the highest earners at Rangers. His resale value is non-existent, so if he leaves, he would get a testimonial against the club of his choosing. he might pick Newcastle because he comes from Newcastle, or something like that. One of the big boys in England probably, because he's obviously not. He's talked about it fairly, not a few times, but he's never getting a real clue. But I think it might be a club like Newcastle. Obviously, recently Danny Rose kind of moved to a back three or a back four that turns into a back three, and he's out in that right. But he is getting a lot slower. I mean, he never started against Celtic because John Sterling is the better option, preferred to Danny Rose, because he's younger and he's got more physicality. And it is likely to be his last season, in my opinion, because there's a lot more players who can do better than him. Maybe not with the quality of balls or goals, but with the Rangers model under the new ownership, it looks to be more young player focused, with a balance of experience, because you need that at the Old Firm. But I just don't see the new owners keeping them on. I think they'll give him a good send off, and deservedly so. A lot of fans could argue the whole team's not done well in recent years, but he's probably been a standout to continuously show his quality over the course of the season. Under that season when Rangers won their 55th title and stopped 10 in a row, he was superb. He continued to show what he was worth, and he was being talked about all over Europe, and that got him the obviously highest scoring defender in Europe, and in Britain. But it's one of the highest scoring defenders in world history, so it's crazy. He's played 500 matches for Rangers since joining in 2015, got 130 odd goals, 140 odd assists, and it's just such a good. He's a club legend for Rangers, definitely a modern day club legend, because people may like, oh yeah, to compare him to club legends such as Sandy Jardine, John Gregg, might try and compare him to him, but modern day football is different to back then, whether they could play now or vice versa. I'm not saying Tav's better than them, I'm just saying he's in that probably bracket of legends, because Rangers have not had the best 20 years, so he's showed a lot since he joined the club, and I think fans should appreciate that at the end of the day. And yeah, he's been such a good servant. I think he will leave at the end of the season, and Rangers fans will get to say goodbye in a testimonial match. So I know this video is a bit a different one, so if you did enjoy it, remember to leave a like, put your opinion down below, and subscribe to the channel, and remember to keep smiling.